Step back magic. Just when you think you safe, just when you think everything is cool and you got this little run going. The Bulls did DeRozan did his best interpretation of the late great Mr. Michael Jordan on that game against the Bucks, and they took over. Man, it was too much of DeRozan, too much of the mid-range game just killing. And now, to make matters worse, here we go for the Bucks. Like I said, this is what it's all about. You could say everything you want about your team, your scoring, and everybody you think you're gonna have, but when these things happen, especially in the playoffs where people are playing very, very hard, getting physical, it ruins it. It ruins your hopes and dreams. Khris Middleton out for the rest of the series against Chicago. Boy, if Chicago get Levine back, I mean, it would really be tough on Giannis to do this himself. What a shame for them. Looks like he's going to be reevaluated in 2 weeks. The Bucks will have to play the rest of the series without Khris Middleton. Wow, this is huge for that series. Let's talk. I mean, the action is a soap opera. You got to love what's going on. Yeah, I watched Mr. Mark Moss on a corner there. Let me get that YouTube off in a second. Let's just get to this team standings and get to the team play. Let's get there. All right. On a basics of probability, the chances of you coming out clean, they finished all the series, number 3, but they were clean. But the probability of every team making it out clean with these physical playoffs, the way they're playing, they're getting a little bit more physical, which I like. Check out the roster, man. Check out what really the depth and what he was bringing to the table. All right, let's do depth chart. Let's see who's backing him up. Let's be real. Let's be GMs. Drew Holiday's in there. He's going to give you his 15. Mr. Carter was pretty good. Okay, that pickup from the Nets was pretty good, really helping him. Wes Matthews is starting. Okay, now that's a bottleneck. They're going to have to bring Pat Connaughton in or somebody. Grayson Allen comes in as the backup. Who's going to step up now? It's going to have to be Connaughton and maybe Nora. Nora can play. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been high on this kid for years, but he's been in the backlight of this team because of the availability of Middleton and Matthews and some of these guys. So does Nora come in and help out? Maybe a combination of Nora, Connaughton. I would say the other Tepakupo brother, the other Greek freak, he comes in from a defensive perspective. Maybe you can make up a little with Khris Middleton. Maybe you don't get 100%, but maybe you get 85, 90% with all three playing well. So you have to split the minutes lightly. All right, Giannis is still there with Portis and then Brook Lopez. You look at this lineup here and you question and you say, man, you know what? They don't look that great when you really look at it. So, you got to respect what Giannis is doing. It's not like the other teams that have backup to backup to the backup to the backup to the backup, loaded. Miami Heat's one of those teams. It's one of those teams that you go, they got a backup, but it's like, that's where I'm going with this team. Let's check out the scoreboard and what had happened there from them on April 20th. Let's just go back and look at that scoreboard and see how much of an impact this is. It was DeRozan's night on the 114-110 win. Tremendous night. I don't know if he could repeat that performance. Put up 41, 16 for 31. Still not shooting that great from 3, but did his thing. And look at Levine, man. Quiet, calm, but nice. But really, the real X factor of that game was Nikolai Vucevic. He was incredible. Really killing Giannis. 24, 13, 2. For anyone saying they don't need him, that little output there really said they did need him, okay? A little bit of light minutes for Derrick Jones Jr. and Green. The unsung hero defensively is going to be these two, Patrick Williams, Alex Caruso. If these two continue to play at a high level defensively like they are, the Bulls can go further than a lot of people think. Kobe White came in. He needs to be more of a boost there. He's supposed to be the superstar six man. I think he can be. You got Derrick Jones Jr. getting minutes. I like that. A little bit long. He shot a good 3 too. Okay, Derrick Jones Jr. is pleading for minutes. Jay Green, Mr. Leaper, he came in, did his energy thing, 2 points, 5 rebounds. I'll take that. And Tristan Thompson really didn't do much here. Asan Dosumo's not playing well. Him and White are going to have to be that boost off the bench. They need to figure out what's going on there. They also got Mr. Malcolm Thomas who can shoot the 3. Not sure whether or not playing this kid, and Lonzo Ball is not there at all. They're missing size on that second unit. But I would say this is good enough. Kobe White and a focused Dosunmu with Jones Jr. and Green as athletic freaks. I think this makes sense. And I think they can go pretty far with this group. I mean, I really like what I see here. Okay, now do step over to what happened to Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo. Look at the points they're missing now. This one's where I wanted to go. 33, 18, 9, 25, 6 for Lopez. People sleep on Lopez. I said he was a third superstar, which makes him a big three, but people laughed at me. But look at the stat line. Khris Middleton, 18, 5, and 8. Okay, 18, 5, and 8 is being taken out, and he's efficient with it. It's going to be tough. Nora's going to have to come in now. I don't know, even know if they can get Rajon Tucker in minutes, but Nora's going to have to come in now and fill that gap. From a scoring perspective, he can. Okay, defensively, Middleton does a little bit. That's where Patty's going to have to come in more and step up, and maybe you're going to have to get some more, some Nora or Giannis Antetokounmpo, the other brother, coming in to help out defensively. That's it. The Bucks are in for a long, hard series here. They still got the pieces. They still got a big three, technically, with Lopez, Antetokounmpo, and Justin Holiday. And I think, again, Connaughton can make it up with combination of Nora and Tienta Antetokounmpo. They can make up the scoring of Middleton. I'm not going to lie to you. What they're not going to have is the last-minute thing, right? Middleton was looked upon sometimes in the last minute because he could create. He's not going to have that. They're not going to have that as an option. It's going to be all Giannis. Maybe Drew if it's a two-pointer, and that would get you where you need to be. I'm going to step out here and step back. Amazing night last night in the NBA. The Bulls take it. I'm out. Peace.